Hello, welcome to your Friday flash sale reading. I'm super excited to be doing this. Yay! I've really got to work on the lighting here, but it's okay. We'll get to that in a second. So, let's get busy. First, before we get into the reading, I want you to go ahead and practice grounding yourself because if you don't do anything spiritual, the only spiritual thing you do is listen to this reading today. Then let's get grounded and do it. Deep breath. We're going to practice again. Deep breath again. Just kind of let all of your worries and anxieties just kind of float away for right now because this is your spiritual time for you, okay? And this is important for you, for your growth. And if you didn't need it, then obviously you wouldn't book a reading, right? Right. So let's get into it. We did the flash sale by looking at a possible problem, a spirit message from spirit guides and angels around you, and a solution. Okay? So the first card you got, we're going to be looking at any problems that might be coming up. And we have the Hanged Man. We need a break. I know it's the holiday season's coming up and things might just be a little bit stressful, but you need to take time for yourself. You need a break. It's time to take a break. Relax. Nobody's going to hate you for it. Even if that means like a bubble bath after a long, hard day at work. Or maybe you go for a run by yourself and you put your headphones in and you get to listen to your favorite podcast. Whatever that means for you, take that break. Because one, you deserve it, and nobody is going to hold your hand and force you to do it. Nobody's going to hold your hand and force you to stop working. You have to do that for your own self. All right, so spiritual messages. Now, they were very clear on these two-part messages we have going on. So the first card is going to be representing you and how you are blocking your own energy. Because remember, we're busy. Maybe a little too busy, I might add. A little too busy, a little too, they're saying in ourselves. We are too busy in ourselves. So stop and cut the noise off at the head. So we pulled the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And remember, our pentacles are our earth element and our money. So I feel like this energy is also affecting our being able to be spiritually grounded and our money flow. And we want that money flow. Ching, 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 it's the money flow. I hear that song from TikTok whenever I pull these cards now, and I kind of love it. So what I wrote down for you with these Knight of Pentacles is your actions and needing to be resolved. Any issues that need to be resolved and things that like kind of aren't working for you, you need to either stop staying in those patterns or we just need to have a confrontation, or in the South, as we call a come to Jesus, with whoever is like kind of feeding off of you and off your energy. You need to just put that boundary down and be like, hey, bitch, stop. And we might not notice it right now because I feel like we need to get grounded first. Being grounded in this moment and in this time frame is something that really, really needs to happen. And it's a flow that's coming up and an energy that's coming up for a lot of people. It's not just you. I think we've spent so much time going from living in fear, just being uncertain for what's going to happen day to day. We forgot to spiritually ground because we wanted to be safe, and the safest way we could all think of as a collective is to just stay inside of ourselves. And that's no longer serving a lot of people, right? And so we have a lot of things that have gone unchecked for a long time. Also, whenever I energetically took a look at you, I don't know how you're feeling, but they're saying from the back, we need to look at our chakras in the lower back. There is also some sticky energy and feelings of being stuck around you. I just see a lot of black energy, especially radiating from this lower back chakra. You need a cleanse. you need a cleanse. This can be a Reiki cleanse. This can be a spiritual bath. But you need your chakras re-looked at. I don't know if you feel like somebody is like feeding off of you or just energetically we're not okay. But there's just like a lot of this like gooey energetic mass that's like following you, and I feel like it's really weighing you down. And they're saying a lot of people are telling you that you are the problem. And it's kind of like a gaslighting situation where I don't really think you're all the problem all the way. And deep down, I don't really think you feel like you're all the problem all the way. Um, but the best way for you to kind of get out of your way, in a sense, in this situation, is one, we need to practice more grounding spiritually. And two, in order to be able to open our eyes and see where our problem spots are and our blind spots, you need to have that energetic cleanse. And I strongly suggest going on a meditation. If you're doing a bath, listen to the meditation. If you're getting Reiki done to you, maybe work something out with a reader where they send you a meditation or you do your own meditation. However you want to work that out. If you want me to design something for you, I can do it. But I think that's going to help you in the end. I think that's going to help you. They're saying seeing who's doing this to you clearly. We can't quite tell who it is. But if you start going on these journeys, these meditative journeys, you're going to start to see these flashes of faces and you're going to be able to see it. And then they're saying then we can do a cord removal. But I'm hearing distinctly they're like, it's almost like they're touching my head and they're saying the problem is her, but she's not the problem, but there's layers to how you get out of this, if that makes sense. So your next spirit message is the Three of Wands, and this is so appropriate because we just talked about this montage of things that maybe we need to start paying attention to again, and actions, like real life action steps that you can take to kind of get you out of here with this. And we're looking at the Three of Wands, which is an expansion, and also our wands represent our personal power, and I feel like we're going to be taking this back in threes. And I've been telling a lot of people lately that I've been reading for where we need to heal in threes, looking at a problem, deciding on what the fuck we're going to do with it, and then really like taking real physical actions to make us feel better about it. And also they're saying like it's time to speak our truths, and it might take more than one attempt to do that for you. But they're saying whatever's bogging you down is going to go away. It's going to kind of just like be freeing and lift off your chest. And that's where we need to focus, is this Three of Wands energy. And whenever we can start implementing this, I feel like real progress is going to be made and you're going to feel so much better. The dead people and the emotional baggage are going to kind of like lift off of you. I also see future plans happening, and I feel like they're saying traveling, but traveling alone. I don't know if you have been traveling or if you've been thinking about taking a trip by yourself, even a small trip, but they're specifically saying like we need to be alone. This isn't like a group effort. A lot of your things are like a group or, with somebody else, but we need to work on ourselves. We need to work on you again. And I feel like you are traveling alone, like taking a little mini vacay. Maybe you rent a little Airbnb for yourself. Maybe you just take yourself out to dinner. Like, it doesn't have to be like a big trip to Europe, bitch. Like, I mean, if you do, like, you do you, obviously. But it can be something small as long as you're paying attention to you and bringing the focus back for yourself to make you feel better. But in a group setting, I feel like we make ourselves small so other people feel okay. And we really need to bring the attention back to us. They're saying a lot. So I'm seeing a lot of circles with fire, and I think maybe a fire burn for you is going to actually also cleanse a lot of the situations happening. And so maybe you can do like, it's like a big circle with fire. You're going to find this place on a journey. Look for the big circle of fire. If you do any meditative or shamanic journeying on your own, look for the place with the big fire, and you're going to be able to take that power back. If you're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, like, that's fine. It might not fit right now, but they're showing me a big circle of fire with like stones all around it, almost like we're in a castle or a dungeon, but we're going back, and I think we're going back into past lives right now. So if you need a meditation for that, let me know and we can work something out. And I can give you that meditation, and you can go find your circle of fire in your in your past lives. Yeah, they're done. They've stopped. They've stopped now. And your solution, at the end of this flash sale, we're going to look at a solution and things in which you can kind of go about. So we pulled the swords, and the swords always represent, you know, a lot of change, a lot of air. Like it's uncertain, things can change. However, the outcome is pretty favorable for you as long as you kind of start paying attention to these like energy sucks, and they're saying these time sucks, and you refocus your spiritual energy back on yourself. We can look more at the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords really talks about moving forward in a positive way. Usually the swords are kind of like, ew, but like in a positive way. This is a happy sword, a happy pointy object. And so we're going to move forward, and one of the other main things that can really help if you honestly are like, fuck this bullshit, I'm not doing any of it, I don't have the energy for it, if you do nothing else, work on our communication skills, work on our feedback skills, work on our communication. It's really going to serve you and help you out. And I feel like spiritually, your spiritual gifts, we're going to work on a new weighted channel. They're saying open up the ears to hear. Can you hear whenever your guides are speaking to you? Do you hear them speaking? That would be a good thing to know or not know. But anyway, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want another reading, if you need anything in the future, I am around. You can give me questions and feedback through my DMs or my email. And I hope you have a really great day.